Fox 26 is continuing to shine a light on the thousands of missing people from the greater Houston area. And tonight, Fox 26's Gabby Hart spoke to a mother plagued by the disappearance of her son. He hasn't been seen since he crossed the U.S.-Mexico border 5 years ago.
It started with a road trip that his mother knew nothing about. That is, until she got a phone call that her son never made it to his destination. When she called his phone, someone answered but never said anything. His family also received a ransom call demanding money for his return.
So somebody called you, and what did they say?
That they had Robert and that he was the jefe of the plaza.
He was the jefe,
Like
meaning the boss.
Yeah.
In the summer of 2017, Lisa Torres answered a call while she was in Mexico desperately searching for her 21-year-old son, Roberto Franco. The person on the other line claimed they'd taken him and that if she paid, he'd be returned safely.
Did you guys give these people money?
My husband says, I'm gonna pay because what if it's real? He goes, I'm not gonna have that on my conscience where if I don't pay it really is him.
They wired $5,000 for the release of Roberto and the friend he was traveling with. And then they waited and waited.
And he never showed up.
Roberto left his Houston home the morning of Friday, July 29th, 2017. Lisa says she was away on vacation and had no clue that he and his friend were driving to Agua Leguas, Mexico to visit family for the weekend. But her husband was aware. Roberto was set to start a new job that Monday, so it was meant to be a quick trip.
Like he fell off the face of the earth.
Lisa called her husband to check in that Friday night, and that's when he told her that Roberto never made it to his family's home in Mexico.
He says Robert didn't make it to where he was going. I'm like, what do you mean we didn't make it to where he was going?
Lisa and her husband traveled to Mexico to try and find him.
A lot of people have started calling his phone from our family members, and they would get the same thing. They would answer. And
Somebody would pick up the phone.
Someone would answer the phone, but they just never spoke into or said hello, or they would just like listen.
She says they had no luck getting help from Mexican authorities. The FBI confirmed that her son and his friend crossed the Los Indios border into Mexico, but there was no sign of either of them after that.
Authorities here said it sounded like he was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
They just said wrong place, wrong time.
Wrong person he was with.
Wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that his friend had other motives for going to Mexico, or that his friend might have been in some sort of trouble?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
5 years have passed, and Lisa still has no idea what happened to her son, but she hasn't given up hope.
Where do you think that he is now in your heart? What do you feel?
I've always felt him to be alive. He's out there. I just gotta find the right person that's gonna help me find him.
Lisa says she believes Roberto is being held against his will and forced to work for bad people in Mexico. She reminisced on the last phone conversation they had the night before his road trip, and now she lives every day hoping that wasn't the last time that she'd hear her son's voice.
I've had to learn how to survive. I live one day at a time. I don't look into the future.
Does it ever get easier?
I don't know. I mean, one minute I could be okay, living life, and the next I'm just so distraught.
Yeah, this mother hopes that someone will see this story here or on social media and provide some sort of information that will lead to answers about her son's disappearance. Anyone who knows anything should pick up the phone and call police, Crime Stoppers, or the Texas Center for the Missing. I'm Gabby Hart, Fox 26 News.
And as Gabby mentioned, we have partnered with the Texas Center for the Missing to highlight the thousands of missing person cases across the Houston area. And you can help us too, just by sharing their stories. You'll find a full list of our series, The Missing, on our website, fox26houston.com.